Y'all, this is Fashion Sketching with Laura Lark, and today I'm going to do another alternate. This is going to be the male 10 head robot proportions, which means the ankles are going to be at 9. And I've got my little cheat sheet here, and, kind of roughly the proportions here. In general, a male's head is going to be a little wider, neck's going to be wider, shoulders are going to be wider, everything's going to be a little bit wider, except the hips are going to be narrower in proportion to the female. And, wrists and ankles are also going to be a little bit bigger. I made the heads pretty big here, and so I'm just going to go from the robot that I put, and I've made some more specific measurements for you. I didn't want to throw a bunch of just numbers at you at first, but now we're getting a little bit more refined. And so now this is in general a taller and bigger fella. So we're going to do it like that. All right. So the thing is that we're going to start out, and he is going to have a wider head than the ladies, okay, and a more square jawline, all right? And the brow line's going to be at about the same place, and he's going to have the ears. Now, just as before, like I mentioned, we're going to have a wider neck, so coming down about halfway, we're going to get out there to those wider shoulders, getting those wider shoulders there. The neck and shoulders meet at about the same place, going to give him a pit of the neck and some collarbones there. Now I'm going to put the armpit up here, but that's a little bit higher than his pectoral muscles, which are right about here. Now, we're going to come in here at the waist a little bit. Going to put that belly button a little bit down there. And sometimes I go ahead and just draw the hips straight down. Came out a little bit on these, just a tad for that low hip. And I'm going to round out for that swimsuit right there. Round out, and you can do what you will with the crotch, but don't make it any less than 1/4 of a head wide. Now I'm going to go down here and I'm going to draw those pectoral muscles, and they're coming a little bit wider here. Give them a little bit of a nipple there. And you can also kind of give them a six-pack. I'm going to not go real far into that. I'm going to widen out these arms a little bit, give them some muscle, okay? The elbow's going to be about the same place as the waist. We're going to narrow to the wrist, but since the wrists are a little bit wider, we're not going to narrow in as much, but we are going to be giving him some more muscles. This is for a muscular dude here, okay? So he's got more muscle, but it still comes in, and you're going to get him wider, fatter hands as well, okay? Now as for the legs, down here around the 6, we're going to start in with the knee, put those there, and going to come in. We're going to come in a little bit, but he doesn't have the wider thighs that the women have. It's more a little bit consistent, but it still narrows down. You're still going to get that long, low arc that narrows down here to the ankle, which is wider. And I like to give them more of a calf muscle. Now down here is going to be where that 9 head is, right down there. And we're going to have almost, a little bit wider, almost maybe half inch, a little bit less than half a head there. And I'm also going to make this coffin a little bit, we're making it wider than that upside down coffin because the guys aren't going to be wearing a high heel. Okay? So there's your basic male 10 head. Just widening proportions a little bit. For me, I like my guys a little bit longer and leaner. So this is going to be on the hefty side for my taste, but it's still going to be different than the female proportions. So there you go. Thank you.